morning, everybody. Welcome. My name is Sandra. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to explore the March sub-box from Jane's Agenda. I am very surprised, you guys. I got this today. It is February 20th. I usually don't get my box until maybe, the first week of the new month. So maybe, the 2nd to the 6th or something like that, the first week. It is February 20th. So what has happened with the Postal Service to make it that fast is what I would like to know. Anyway, the box, I was very surprised by the size of the box this month. I don't have it in front of me because, as you guys know, I abhor the packaging and I don't like the crinkle crackle of all of the plastic. The plastic just bugs me to no end. And it takes time to edit while I'm trying to open up the packaging. So I got rid of all of that jazz and we're just going to dive right into the products. The reason the box is so big is because of this. Look at this water bottle. I have not decided whether I'm going to keep it. My husband needs a new water bottle, so this is why. And my water bottles are the Contigo water bottles. And this one is metal, so it's technically insulated, right? You can use it for you could use it for a hot beverage, probably. I mean, I could put my extra dirty chai latte in here, but I'm pretty sure it's meant to be a water bottle. I'm like ecstatic about how tall it is. Like, it's taller than my Contigo mug. This is 750 mil, so I'm not sure what this one is. And to be quite honest, I only caught one little glimpse of a sneak peek from Jane's Agenda, so I did not know what all was in here. And it was, trust me, it was a surprise. I was like, ooh, look at all this stuff that I don't even know existed. So I kind of like when that happens because the last couple weeks have been really, really busy for me, so I never had time to watch it. But yeah, the water bottle is a nice touch. I'm not aghast at having a water bottle. I think it was kind of cool. So I might keep it. I don't know. I haven't decided. I mean, my husband is okay with it saying Jane's Agenda on here. He doesn't really care. But I'm afraid that if I give it to him, it's going to get beat up pretty quickly because he's a pipe fitter. So we'll see. See how I feel when he comes home from work. So let's get into all the goodies. I usually throw the tour card away, but I kept it this time. So at first I had a panic attack because I saw all these pretty dashboards in here and I didn't realize that they were like the cardstock dashboard set. So they weren't the decorative ones. So they have like stuff on the writing on the other side that kind of like what November looked like. And I panicked because all I saw was the writing side and I didn't see the colored side. So thank goodness they're there. So the first thing that I kind of like, I have this hate-love relationship with these types of notepads, but I'm kind of liking it right now. It's not going to go with any of my themes coming up for the rest of the year, basically, but I don't mind it. It's one of those notepads where I can jot down a few quick notes, and it is like the sticky note. And I think these are the good kind that don't bend up. One of my pet peeves is when you pull up a sticky note and the paper itself like bends up because you have to like try to get it off the sticky part. But this does not do that. It's lying nice and flat, which I really like. Okay, so then I think this is a die cut. Is it? Let's see. Is it a die cut sticker or just a die cut? It might be just a die cut. I'm afraid to like rip off the paper because there are no quote cards this month, like the little square ones. So it's a round one this time to kind of change things up. The next is the thank you card, and I love this. This is so beautiful. These are lilacs, you guys, and lilacs. I grew up in the country, and we had lilacs everywhere. We had lilac bushes all around the front house. That's kind of how it is when in summer in the country. You just seem to have lilac bushes growing everywhere. And I always took them for granted, and I used to hate them because bees would like buzz around them. And now when I smell a lilac bush in summer, like especially like spring, that transition, right? Like going from like April, May, June, those 3 months are when they're the most potent, and they're just so lovely. Like I love them. And this is really pretty, and the blue, kind of blue violet color goes with the whole theme. But I love that. Okay, next is the bookmark. And I kind of like this too. I was looking at this side, which I might actually use this for my my work theme. I do have this like theme in mind. I ordered silver discs, and so when I change that up for springtime, I'll show you what my planner looks like right now. I have it in my Planners Anonymous um, Coastal Escape Melody. So this is an A5 size melody, and the planner stuff inside is half letter. So yes, it does fit. You do have to pull the strap like a little bit in order to get it around my dividers. I'm using Franklin Covey monthly dividers in here. Like these are the monthly tabs anyway. And I've still got my January cover because I liked it so much. So I have that in there. But I will be changing it up for spring, and I'm very excited. It's gonna possibly even go with this cover. I'll probably just keep it on there. But I think what I'm going to do, instead of using the gold side, which is probably what it's meant for, I'll use it for this side here because it's going to go with my setup. So another thing are these stickers. So I have noticed a theme in the last box that maybe Jane's Agenda is going to be doing more stickers. And honestly, these ones I don't mind so much. I would like more me time stickers because this is something that I'm struggling with personally on a personal level year after year. Because I've got 3 kids, I do not get time for me. My focus is on my business. My focus is on my kids and on my husband, and just never on myself. So I think it would be quite lovely to actually plan some me time. And I know Jane's Agenda is always, like Jane is always talking about that, like make sure you write your me time in your planner. But in my case, my husband is working out of town. And so I honestly don't have the ability to plan for me time. And generally, this is completely general. It depends how productive I am during the day, of course, and how much work I can get done. But generally, when I wake up at 5, my kids don't wake up till 7:30. Generally, I am busy working. That's the time that I work on my business. And the same time as when I go to bed. So technically I'm filming this video at 10:30 at night, and I've got another blog to write, and I have some other work to do. So really, once my kids go to bed and before they wake up is when I'm really working using my focus time, right? So when you find yourself being more productive at certain times of the day, that's my time, is when my kids are sleeping. And I kind of have to force myself, even if I don't feel like working as soon as I wake up, I force myself to do it because that's the only time I'm going to get. And the same goes for today. It actually was a PD day for my son. He didn't have school. And so all day I just couldn't focus. My baby was getting into everything. My daughter is the middle child, so she feels like, she's kind of neglected. She's not. I play Barbies with her. Like I try to at least once or twice a week, but it's still really hard. So anyway, I would like to focus, like make more me time. And speaking of me time, I want to get my nails done. I just don't know how that's going to look with this big ink stain from my fountain pen. It's a really good quality fountain pen, and it's leaking all over me all the time. So anyway, me time, and then you also have exercise. And then you also have hydrate, which again, that's me. You guys, I need these stickers. And 2, 4, 6, 7. There are 7. There should be 8. You're supposed to drink 8-ounce glasses of water a day, but I guess you could make those bigger ounces. But I like this concept. I like these stickers. These ones I could use. The ones in the previous month, I couldn't use them, but these ones are good. Okay. Another thing that I like, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is what I'm going to do. So was it the previous box or the one before? It was the Finance in January. It came with dividers, and I believe they were also frosted. I will not be using these. So this was like a health sub box. So everything is about health. I will not be using that. If you take alcohol, this is what Jane's Agenda said, take alcohol, this will come off, and then you can label it yourself. So I'm going to use them and relabel them and either put them, I'm not sure where I'm going to put them yet, but they will fit in my, they will actually fit, well, I mean, they'll fit everywhere. They'll fit in my work planner because it's a Jane's Agenda half letter, aka junior disc bound, or they'll fit in my Franklin, right? And I mean, I could technically cut them down to fit into my compact. I could if I wanted to. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. And they'll also fit into my melodies. So like I've got a Planners Anonymous melody coming, like the new one, the chapters melody, the really pretty one, the pink one. And I was going to turn it into, I bought the rings for it, which I'm going to show all of that and set it up when I get it. But I'm going to turn it into a notebook. And I am going to be using the dividers that come with it, but they're cardstock dividers, and I don't want to ruin the tabs. So I was thinking I could use these dividers as well if I needed to. I just haven't thought that far ahead. So anyway, I can use them in multiple places, which is nice. If you cross this off with alcohol, relabel them. I have labels in my shop, and I can custom make the labels too. I can change what they say, and it's really, really nice. And if I use frosted dashboards, I use my clear matte paper and it sticks wonderful. And in order to get glue off, if you ever wonder, use again alcohol and it takes the glue right off. Okay, that's what my plan is for those guys. So then I'm going to talk about the inserts before I get into the dashboards. So we have got activity log, which is actually kind of funny. So I'm going to hold on to these for now because I sense a shift, a change again coming up. Recently, if you guys have watched my previous videos, I had announced I was doing a bullet journal for my health. So my bullet journal now is everything to do with mental health, self-care, physical health, etc., etc. So I will not be using these right now. I did, however, have my health stuff in my planner, and I really liked it in my planner because it let me have the ability to have everything in one spot, right? And that's kind of what we all want. I think ideally is to have one planner for everything, and some of us can make it work and some of us can't. Like I envy the people that can go down into a compact size or a happy planner mini size because your planner becomes much more portable that way. But I still haven't found a way to do that. I still have a lot of information in mind. And one time I tried putting like all of my work stuff on my home calendar with like everything in my entire life, and I couldn't see anything. Like it was so jam-packed that I couldn't, it looked messy, it looked horrible, I couldn't decorate it. I hated it. And so I had to keep them separate. And it made me sad because ideally I would like to have everything in one place because then I can flip through one planner and not have to reference multiple planners. But in my case, it just didn't work. And so again, the same thing, I moved all my health stuff to my bullet journal so I could get like, an 1/8 of an inch more room in my planner because it's all valuable real estate in there. And, but I feel like I could see myself eventually going back to my planner and having everything in there. I mean, maybe mid-year I'll have like a complete readjustment. And this is what I did actually last year. And I'll probably do the same thing again. I think it was in the end of June, or it was for July, August, when my son stopped school. I no longer needed the school section at all for my planner, right? Because my son wasn't in school, and I changed my planner up every month. The insides mostly stay the same, with the exception of school, obviously, because you don't need it in summer. And so I always switch up my planner covers. So sometimes I use that adjustment time to switch to an easier system. So what I did last year was I got rid of all of my dividers and I made my own dividers using kind of like scrapbook stuff. And I can't remember what they call it, like ephemera. And I did one for summer. It was like kind of like a seascape type thing, like kind of like a coastal escape. It was when Planners Anonymous coastal escape stuff came out. And then I also kind of integrated like nautical stuff. And anyway, they turned out amazing. I used this really light blue, the Laura binder planner cover from Franklin Covey, and it worked out and it was beautiful. And then I think for the month after, for August, I went with pink and I did like a rose type thing and it was beautiful. Like maybe I'll link those two videos. I know this is Jane's agenda and not Franklin Covey, but I kind of integrate everything together for my own personal use. So, and then if you guys want to do the same thing, you can see how I do it and then you can do it too. But anyway, that was what I did. And it actually worked out far easier. It was easier to navigate my planner, I found. Even though I had less sections, um, it made things more simple. Like I didn't have like, 12 tabs to flip through. I had 5 or 6, right? And it was just nice. And I think I might do that again depending on the themes. I can't remember exactly what I had, but I do have some plans and I'm excited for those plans actually. I'm really excited for my themes this year. But anyway, I've digressed long enough. And this was the activity log. So you've got blank weeks you can fill in yourself. You've got Monday to Sunday. You put your activity for the AM and then for PM. And then you can add your steps over here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that gives you 12 weeks because it's front and back, and you have a full week on each side. So 12 weeks is what? 3 months? Maybe? Ish? Okay, next is the wellness dossier planner inserts, and it does give you, it gives you instructions. So it has a quote, and then it tells you what a dossier is. So let's talk about it. It says the term dossier refers to a collection of detailed information about a particular person or subject. Historically used in contexts like legal cases, research, or intelligence, a dossier gathers all relevant data and documents in one place. It serves as a comprehensive file that can be referred to for information and analysis. So that's kind of cool. What you can include is nutrition plan, health and fitness goals, vision board space, personal measurements and weight log, monthly habit trackers, inspirational quote area. So I like that. That's a nice touch. So we'll just kind of look at this quickly. So here is your wellness goals. Very cool. Hydration goal, activity-based goal, other wellness goals. Then you've got a vision board, which is dot grid. Then you've got your measurements, and then you have a period of 3 months. Okay, and then you've got your weight log. Tells you how to use it. So I'm assuming that you just check in every week. It's showing that you do weekly here over the course of the 3 months. And then you've got your healthy habits. So you can put whatever habit here that you want to, and then you can check off the day that you did that habit. Okay, and then there's the macros log. And then this is, of course, what you're eating. So it's got breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack, your calories, and then what does PFC mean? Okay, that I don't know. Maybe that was I don't see any instructions. But again, so it says that you have about 3 months worth. So, I mean, that's good as a start off. The thing that bothers me about it is that, say, for example, you fall in love with it and you're like, oh, I love these inserts. Then if it's offered in the shop, right? Because I don't know about Jane's agenda with every insert. I'm pretty sure she would offer these in the shop. I mean, if people really wanted to continue, that she would want to sell it, right? That's kind of the whole point. This is like a sampler. But for example, cloth and paper didn't always do that. They would only sometimes have certain inserts or certain dashboards in the sub boxes, and then they wouldn't offer it again, which bugged me because if you did fall in love with an insert and then you couldn't get it after that, you're out of luck, right? So anyway, that's the thing. Or on the other hand, if you don't use them or don't like them, then it sucks because you either have to sell it or you're stuck with this paper that you'll never use. So again, subscription boxes. Need I say more? Okay, so here are the dashboards. I just kind of like lumped them all together and I opened everything up like I said. So the ones that had the writing on the back, I opened them like this and I was like, oh no, where's the pretty dashboards? Where am I missing them? So of course they're on this side. And I actually, I'm not a huge blue fan, which is surprising. I kind of am. I always say that about pink too. I'm like, I'm not a pink fan. And then I love pink. I love my binder setup this month because I'm using my Franklin Covey Anna pale pink binder and I'm in love. So I extended my stay in my planner for another week. So I'm not going to be changing right up until March 1st, which is crazy, but that's what I'm doing. But these are really pretty. Like I'm in love. Lilac, love you. This is lavender with the bike, pretty, and then the door. And I don't like the door, but when you put the cover on it, It is so beautiful. The layering this month is chef's kiss. Like, and I know last month I was like, no, no, no. I was so negative about everything because I wasn't going to use it. But this month, I can see myself using it. Like, I will be keeping these inserts for sure because I'm not using them right now because I am in my bullet journal, but I will probably step back into my health section. I'll put that back in my planner come summer because I've got some goals I want to do. So some dancing goals. And I have been on a weight loss journey for 4 months now. Okay, so health and wellness affirmations. So more affirmations. Again, I like to use these actually as blog inspiration. And to be quite honest, I haven't read through all of them. And I'm not just talking this month, I'm talking about all of the previous months. But I should. I really should. And I should make some notes in my notebook because I have I think they're great ideas. I mean, they're affirmations. So like, especially when you are on a fitness journey or health journey and you're like, okay, I need to stick with this goal. Use affirmations because it does help you. Use it every morning and repeat it if you need to throughout the day. Now these tell you, okay, how many cups of vegetables, protein, carbs, etc. relate to how many grams. That's kind of cool. So the macronutrient conversion chart. And then this is a 31-day activity challenge. So you can do all of these different activities, which is awesome. So again, if you're looking for inspiration for a fitness challenge or even ideas to add to a routine every day or 3 times a week, this is awesome. I like that a lot. I'm not going to go through them all, but that's a really good idea. Okay, and then for the cover. So my only concern is that I don't have a very good punch to punch through the hard covers, and I feel like this is one of those covers that is really thick. I do have a hand punch, so if I was going to use this in my my Franklin, for example, I probably won't this year, but I'll keep them unpunched just in case. But if I was going to, I would have to use my hand punch because I don't think my punches aren't going to be able to punch through this thick plastic, which is something that I'm struggling with right now because I like to get the unpunched half letter because I can use it for either or, but if I can't punch it for either or, then it kind of makes it senseless and pointless. So I either have to invest in a better punch for like the Happy Planner, like the disc punch. And speaking of, I know that Jane was talking about a really good punch that they use. And also, if you guys, Lisa Love Studio has a punch. I was watching a recent video and she has this punch and now I have to try to find the name of it. I don't know where people buy these things. I looked on Amazon and I couldn't find a very good one. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know because I need a better punch than what I have. I have the Happy Planner punch and it's crappy. It doesn't work. I mean, I've had it for quite a few years too, to be fair, but it only punches like 2 sheets at a time and it's not very good. But I need something heavy duty that will punch through here. The same for Franklin Covey. I feel like the only way you can get around, like you need to get the 7-hole punch that is Franklin Covey, and you can only get them from Franklin Covey, and the punches are still not heavy duty enough. So I'd either have to hole punch them by hand, which I think might be the answer. I do have like a single handheld punch. So for that one, that might be something that I have to do. Anyway, before we go, that was it for this box, but I want to show you the layering because these are just beautiful, you guys. So there was the cover. So this is the plastic cover. This is the front because it's got like the hole in here and you can like layer through it. Then this is the back, right? So you can put that on your planner, the front and the back cover. And then I'm assuming that you could either have this vellum. It says balance and it fits perfectly in there. Balance. Or you could put Nourish and Flourish, which is also really pretty, and then have this like as the cardstock back and front cover, right? That's not really my taste though. I found what looked best for me is if you put this balance underneath the plastic and then one of these, it looks so pretty. So the cupcake is okay, but it makes you want to eat food. And then the bike is pretty nice, but I feel like because of all this decoration, you can't really see it as well. So my favorite has become the door. Okay. That is like my all-time favorite layering I love that. It is so pretty. The door is blue, but it kind of doesn't really shine through quite as opaque because the vellum is underneath, and that is just exquisite. Like, I am in love with this. And then the other side of these cardstock is this pattern, which I am not a fan of. I do not like that at all. I haven't, to be fair, I haven't seen what it looked like, but yeah, that's definitely not something that I like. Ew, no. But this, so freaking beautiful. I could see this in my planner at some point. I just don't know when, because I have themes picked out for every month. So, I mean, it might go on my work planner. I don't know. Maybe. But I do have a spring theme, and I tend not to change my planner spring, like my themes for spring or for quarterly. It's usually quarterly. I change my compact and my business planner, but my main catch-all planner gets changed monthly. So anyway, so that is it for this box. So I'm feeling a lot more positive towards this box than I have been towards past boxes. But if you guys are Jane's Agenda's Jane's Agenda's fans of Jane's Agenda, wow, let me get words. I can actually speak. This box is really pretty. And if you guys are, especially, into fitness, health, whatever, especially coming into spring and summer, it's a good time for it. So I'm actually pretty impressed with this box. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for taking the time to watch my content today. And let me know what you think about this one. I'm actually pretty impressed this time. And you see how the water bottle fits right in because it's the whole fitness theme. So I think it's kind of cool. So give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you are new, please subscribe, click on the bell button, and I will see you guys I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.